And so, on some stats, data tracked by Mzansi A-listers shows that the increase in AKA's numbers was actually a bit more than we initially able to see, and that is because AKA's daily streams shows to have shot up by over 742%, and that is from just over 91,000 daily streams to over 750,000 in one day, or over 768,000 daily plays in numbers. And that is when you compare the 10th of February and the 11th of February 2023, whereas his monthly listeners from February 12th went from over 496,000 to over 773,000 in just 10 days, almost doubling and reaching 1 million, with his popularity on the app also spiking. The numbers show that Johannesburg still leads in terms of followers, wherein he has over 164,000, and places like Nairobi and Kenya being noticeable outside of South Africa, having over 20,000 monthly listeners, and London being the only city outside of Africa wherein he still has over 20,000 monthly listeners. Of course, with some people as well in the UK outside of London. His latest project, Mass Country, has also dominated the charts after its release, with his team suggesting that it did over 6 million just after its release. But Mzansi A-listers is still tracking the project and will be able to give a clear report on what numbers the project is doing, especially because the project also included tracks such as Lemonade, which were released before the project. And the increase in AKA's numbers also impacted fellow collaborator Nasty C, was also featured in one of AKA's latest tracks, as Nasty C's daily streams went from just 153,000 from February 9th to almost double by the 11th of February, standing at over 267,000 streams, with Nasty C's monthly listeners shooting up from just 874,000 from the 11th of February to over 1 million in just a week, helping him reach 1 million monthly listeners for the first time ever, joining the likes of Saudi, who was the first South African rapper to reach a monthly 1 million listeners, and also the first South African rapper to reach 250 million streams on Spotify, putting him more than 100 million streams ahead of Nasty C. However, his daily streams have declined by as much as 95%, as he peaked at over 1.4 million streams a day in 2018 to just above 68,000 in 2023. And that has a lot to do with his feature on Kendrick Lamar's project, as that song has over 249 million streams alone, leaving Saudi with approximately 4 million streams from non-Kendrick Lamar associated music. But he remains one of the top record-breaking South African rappers. And the artist sponsor for this video is rapper and producer Adroid Beats, who just released his EP called From Venda with Love, collaborating with fellow musician Asati. If you guys want to check out the project or the artist profiles, I'll make sure the links are down below, as well as other associated links. But that was it for this session. You guys leave recommendations on how we can improve status quo and any specific thing or change you guys would want to see. Comment down below, and if you like the video, give it a thumbs up.